obviously regarding SimpleCheck, most people don't believe that doing something like this is possible. Why did you take the chance to pay to see if it works?
I mean, the concept itself, as soon as I heard it, as someone who's been in marketing for 25 plus years, I was like, this is fucking brilliant. This is brilliant. Um, like I was like, if this is real, if this is legit and it's legal, those are my two biggest things. If it's legal and it's legit, then this is pretty game changer. Because getting on a sales call with somebody and not knowing their financial, where they're at in their financial life, and especially where I work in the B2C sector, we deal with a lot of broke people, unfortunately. And people lie in applications all the time, or they make their applications seem like they have money. I've had countless numbers of those guys. So, you'll have some that look like they're broke, but then they end up actually having money, and then vice versa. Whereas this, it's like it takes all the guesswork out. It's like I know what this guy's credit score is, and I know how it's available. So for me, it was like a no brainer there. And then two, I think, when I tried it out for myself, like actually putting my own information in there and saw, holy shit, that's like accurate. Like that's crazy that it was able to do that. And so that got me excited about what was possible.
Sweet. You didn't quit and disconnect right away. Why not?
I mean, I saw the long term value possibility for me, even though like I don't have a ton of volume to, where I'm doing what some people are doing. For me, it was like the peace of mind of knowing that if I'm going to get on a call with somebody, or if my salesperson is going to get on a call with somebody, like knowing that this person's not broke. And I've had countless situations where it's like, you kind of already know now because, you've got the simple check thing. And, I'm still taking calls that are like that, but you now have some leverage. You now have some where you can ask a little bit harder financial qualifying questions like, hey, do you have the ability to actually invest in yourself? And you can measure their bullshit. And that's usually, whereas another prospect that already has, clearly they got ability and all that stuff, I'm not asking that question. I don't have to anymore. So it doesn't make it as awkward and uncomfortable. So for me, it's just a salesperson and been in the space for 5 plus years in the high ticket coaching space. It just made sense.
Okay, cool. And how has this changed your like day-to-day business? Are you just spending money for no reason, or what does that look like for you?
I think it's made me smarter with my time, knowing that I'm not going to chase a guy who doesn't have credit. If he has like sub 600 in zeros, like it happened to me yesterday where a guy didn't show for the call, but he had zero credit and less than 600. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to chase him. There's just no reason to. Versus somebody who I know has 50,000 in available credit and a 750 credit score. I'm a little more flexible with that, a little bit more like, hey, how can we get you back on the phone? Because I know I'm dealing with a qualified buyer.
Gotcha. Okay. And last question, Mark. So people watching right now probably think that you're, a paid actor and they are just a victim to their circumstances, wasted time and wasted money on unqualified leads is just part of the game. Uh, what would you say to those people?
If you're a victim, I'm not going to give you much grace. I don't do well with victims. I would say this is like if you're wanting to streamline your, especially if you have a sales team, and I've run sales teams with multiple 10, 12 closers and all that stuff. To have a sales team to know that every person we're talking to is financially qualified is a game changer. And I'm not gonna say you're stupid if you don't do this because like that, I'm not trying to be mean to anybody, but it's kind of like a no brainer. Like literally, when I saw the offer, like this is a no brainer. If this actually works, and I already knew a little bit about your team, and we kind of worked together before, and so I knew that you guys were good people before. So just like translate this into this new product, I was like, this is game changing. So it's like a combination of things for me when I look at this of the type of people we're doing business with, which we had some technical errors that we were trying to get through, and you even hopped on and like helped us a ton. That was huge. Like most companies, software companies don't do that, and you guys are doing all the right things. So there's that trust on top of the fact of the reputation you guys have in the industry. But I would just look at anybody and say, if you're not doing this, like why? Like what are you scared of? What's the worst that can happen? I mean, even your pricing for it is like stupid easy. Like it makes no sense not to, unless you just want to go to every call completely blind and not knowing who you're talking to financially. Yeah, I just don't see why you would do that.